Can you stop doing that, please?
I have, yeah, I can stop, I guess, but I like doing it. So no, I'm just gonna keep doing it.
You know what, Jordan?
What's up?
I'm a beat your butt
Why would you beat my butt?
because I'm angry and you won't stop doing that.
Oh shit, I dropped it.
Yeah, that's what you get. And you know what else is gonna get dropped?
What? I was distracted by the beat your butt comment, I think.
Yeah, well, it was a good one.
Whoa.
It was really good.
Where are we going with this?
Listen, there's gonna be 2 hits and a tap.
Uh-oh.
Do you know what that means?
I've seen movies. Yes, go.
I'm gonna hit you. Oh. You're gonna hit the floor.
That's
and then I'm gonna tap that wife. Hey.
Okay. Whoa.
Yeah, I said it.
This went from funny to like inappropriate.
And you want to know, you want to know where people can find the promo video for it?
Yeah, where at?
MMA Coliseum, the show.
Oh wow, that's my brother's really branching out at this point. This
is a disaster, and I love it. Can we keep it?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I'm not gonna knock you out. I'm not gonna tap your wife. I made that up in like 7th grade. Okay. MMA Coliseum, the show.
You just like promos. You just wanted to be a part of one for once.
I want one. Yeah. I've been watching all these, I don't want to say it because we talk about it in the pod. Listen in for a couple minutes.
Please.
But we've been watching all these promos and all this trash talking and these knockouts, and I'm feeling motivated. So I wanted to be a part of it.
Yeah. And the more motivated you are, the meaner you get. So
true. Very true.
Go to YouTube, MMA Coliseum, the show. Look at all the videos. Page. Like him.
Awesome.
Do whatever you got to do. I don't think he can put comments in though, because he disables them because he's smarter than us.
He's smarter than us. So
his page is blowing up. You need to get in on while it's at a normal level. It's almost
promos,
like Dogecoin.
Knockouts. Thank you for that. Fucking fight hype. Shit talking.
Yeah, he's even got some local guys in there that maybe maybe you've seen, maybe you went to high school with
on the local scene, maybe.
Yeah, so check it out. Robbie's super mean. He was really mean to me during this podcast, so enjoy it.
Enjoy it.
Awesome.
And we'll see you guys later.
Let's start
MMA Coliseum, the show.
Happy or sad, it's story time with 2 fucking idiots.
And so I look at him and I'm like, that's the biggest penis I've ever seen.
Oh, hey, man, what's going on?
And we're back.
We're back.
Woo!
Episode 11. 2 fucking idiots.
What? That's supposed to be 2 ones.
My name is Jordan.
I'm Robbie.
And we are the 2 fucking idiots.
Don't want to be here right now. What?
All right. That's regretting every moment of this. 11 episodes in. Man. I don't want to do this.
Yep. Honestly, it feels like a chore now. But regardless.
Right around Thursday, I start to get real panicky.
Mm-hmm. Literally, the only reason I do this is because I know Matt is expecting to listen to it. So
well, I know a couple people that enjoy it. So
I just miss being your friend. You know what I mean? Like we're just business partners.
Honestly, I answer the phone and I'm like, talk to me. I don't even fucking ask how you're doing. Like, you got topics or what? Let's go, man. We got fucking 87 hours till the next pod.
You never really have asked me how I was doing. So
no, yeah.
I'm
all
just
about
kidding.
That money.
Yep. And then on money. Speaking of money.
Oh shit! Here we go.
You know what I'm about to talk about.
Hold on. The other day you talked to me. Okay, let's just let you explain it first.
So, back in the beginning of 2020, I spent a couple $100 on Dogecoin. Bought about 30,000 of them for this reason.
Because they were like 0.000% of a
penny
or something.
Literally like a fifth of a penny, I think is what they were, or less. It was crazy. And the reason my thought process was, even if it goes up to a cent, I'm going to make hundreds of dollars because I'm going to have 30,000 of these things. Because I don't have enough money to buy more than like, I don't know, a couple shares of literally anything. And so I was like, okay, well, this is the cheapest thing I've ever seen in my life. I'm going to buy a bunch of them. And so yeah, I have about 33,000 of them. And now they're worth like 28 cents. They friggin' skyrocketed up to like 47 cents. And I should have sold all of them. And it dropped back down to 27 cents. But I'm sitting on the gold mine.
Yeah.
Well, like a copper.
You've been annoying mostly your whole family and your whole life about it
for a year and a half. Yeah.
The other day when you talked to me, you literally, the first thing you said, you were like, I don't want to say I told you so, but I was thinking about this for like way too long. I was thinking, I never said that it was a bad investment. I just didn't like you talking about something that you had no idea how to pronounce. Like,
yeah, it's Doge.
Is it Doge? Right?
It's for sure Doge. I don't know. Still to this day.
Yeah.
Some people call it Dogecoin. Some people call it Dogecoin. But all I'm saying is, I am sitting on a steel mine. It's not gold yet. It's not that good. But yeah, like I could pay off my car.
Yeah.
With the amount of money that I've made. That's
pretty cool. I told you to sell, so I mean,
I should.
I'm not made for that life, dude. Like, dude, I literally, I can't do it. I'll put in like $1 on a slot machine, and if I make 10 cents, I'm like, whew, that was a close one.
Winner, chicken dinner.
I'm like, well, I came out ahead this time. Time to quit.
What I should have done, and I considered it, was I should have sold at 46 cents and then bought again at 26 cents, because I would have ended up with like 55,000 of them. So because I believe it's going to shoot back up. So if it ends up at $1, I'd have $55,000 instead of $33,000, you know, which who am I to complain about $30,000? But you know what I'm saying? My mom bought in with me. She gave me like $150 basically to buy some.
So she's like hers too.
Yeah, exactly. Except now her $150 is worth about $5,000, but also because she was like, how much do I have to give you so that our investment is even? And I was like, at that point, it was already up above a cent. It was like 2 or 3 cents. So I was like, you know what, Mom, I'm a bum and you still take care of me to this day. We're even after the 150. So we're 50-50 on it. Even though I've invested much more than she has. So she better be fucking grateful. You hear me, Mom? If you're listening at work right now.
Does she even listen? I don't even know.
She says she does. But then, like I said, when I told her I was going to make my dad the fucking idiot of the week a couple of weeks ago. Oh,
yeah. I remember. Yeah.
He was like, how disrespectful. He just passed. How dare you say that about your father? How
disrespectful.
I was like, Mom, it's a good thing. The fucking idiot of the week is a good thing.
Can you imagine, like, before she started talking, she was just having all these thoughts like, how dare you?
What did she slap me?
I fucking raised you right. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
How dare you, dude?
Is clout really worth, defiling your father?
Calling your deceased father a fucking idiot? I'm like, no, Mom, that's not it.
That's hilarious. I know a couple people who I'm pretty sure hadn't listened to the podcast, and then we made some very like subtle comments about some people maybe not listening to the podcast, and then those some people have made some very poignant comments, almost trying
in
to
conversation,
prove
right?
that they've listened to the podcast.
Or like sent a text or like
just something like I get it. You skimmed through the YouTube video, you found a quote. Okay. Thank you for watching.
Yeah, I appreciate it. For however, just give it a like and a subscribe.
Stuke, I played with him a couple of times, like a week, and pretty much like every time. So we put this out on normally Saturday, sometimes Sunday. Pretty much every time I talk to him, like the first time after the podcast, he has like a basic idea of what we talked about, like not even just the beginning, like throughout the entire thing. I'm like, whoa,
he listens like when it comes out too. I think it's honestly, thank you if you're probably, hopefully you're listening.
He's starting to stream soon, so
really
dude, Twitch stream. It's gonna be fucking cool.
You know what I was thinking about, because Sawyer just watches Minecraft videos nonstop, and they're stupid videos. They're just crazy characters like Aphmau or Mr. Beast, all these guys. They get millions and millions of views on these stupid videos. I'm like, we could make these stupid ass videos, right?
Yeah.
And you want to know why they have so many views? It's because they're not trying to like get adults to watch them. It's all fucking 5-year-olds with iPads watching this bullshit. But anyway, we'll talk about that later. The new business venture.
I remember when people were like, and I was like in like elementary school, I remember people saying that they wanted to be like a video game tester for like their fucking job. Like, come on, guys. Nobody's gonna pay to play video games.
Yeah,
and now
okay.
That's all it is. It's crazy. And I remember we were hanging out with Araceli one day, and her kid, all he wanted to watch was these Spirit Halloween videos where people go into Spirit Halloween with a fucking camera and they videotape like all of the attractions that particular spirit has. And I was like, this is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. How
12.1 million views.
Yeah, like how is this even good? But by the third video, I was like, this spirit seems the best, actually. Like I was actually like, this is actually pretty cool because you're almost like window shopping from your fucking couch.
Yeah. You're like, oh no, is that thing gonna pop out at him?
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, and like I think the crux of those videos are basically they want, like, if you're looking for a specific attraction or scary thing or whatever, and you've already been to or in your area, like you could watch that video and maybe find one that's maybe an hour out of town. You know what I mean? Like that kind of thing. So I was like, this is actually kind of cool, even though I hated it immediately. So basically anything that I already hate is probably going to be popular, and I'm probably going to be turned by it soon. So
that's the one. Yeah, same Z's. I'm all about this fucking YouTuber boxing now. Cannot wait for Ben Askren versus Jake Paul. So excited to see what happens.
Who do you think's going to win?
Oh, dude, that's so tough. I want to say
because Askren is not a like striker, right? Like he's just a wrestler.
No, well, just a wrestler. Like he obviously has taken some serious punches with some 4-ounce gloves,
Yeah.
He's got a big, have you ever seen that fucker's chin? It's like this wide.
Yeah.
Jake Paul's like twice his size and his face is like half as skinny. I watched some of his old wrestling matches, which now I'm into as well. Never was into wrestling, and now I'm like watching Olympic wrestlers on YouTube. My life is really sad, is what I'm trying to say. My life sucks. But it's so hard to say because Jake is younger, a little bit faster.
He's mean.
He's mean. But it could all be, everyone looks like an Olympian when they're hitting the heavy bag. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
You put me in front of a heavy bag and I look like I'm a decorated amateur boxing champion.
Yep.
I'm gonna go Ben Askren. I think my heart is saying Ben Askren and my head saying Jake Paul. I don't know, dude. It's like I'm super conflicted about it. I would not bet on it if it's even possible, but
it probably is. So get your Dogecoin, fucking drop it down on all of Ben Askren.
Dude, I would love to bet some Dogecoin if I could triple my investment.
I mean, at this point, I was telling stuff about it, and I was like, yeah, I mentioned to Robbie that, maybe he could sell while he's way fucking ahead, considering where you probably never thought it was going to get to that point anyway.
Mm-hmm. Not anytime soon, at least.
Yeah. And she was like, well, why didn't he? And I was like, well, there's always that back of your mind thing that when it jumps up to $38 next year, you could be like, fuck, like, dude, why the fuck did I sell it at 25 cents?
If it just gets to $10, if it only makes it to 10, I have $3 million. Okay.
Yeah, that's
if Coinbase would pick it up, that would skyrocket the price. The fucking people would start. Mark Cuban and Elon Musk both believe in it. That's a shark on Shark Tank.
Yeah,
and
he's one of
alien.
4.
He's a fucking shark and an alien. Those two people believe in it. So
that's true, honestly.
See, so we'll see. If it gets to a buck,
once it goes back down to like 0.7 cents again, I'll fucking get involved.
Yeah, seriously. I keep like wishing for one day it would go down to a penny and I could just buy like.
I told you we can't even on you use Robinhood, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can't even buy cryptocurrency in Nevada. Yeah. It's like it's like a thing that it won't allow me to do it.
Don't you have a VPN?
I do, but you're right. I guess I could try it.
Excuses.
Do I need to go to jail for purchasing cryptocurrency?
Yeah, right. Honestly,
I don't know. I don't know how it works.
Just send me a couple hundred. I'll buy you a few.
I mean, it's true.
Good. If I made like $3 million,
you're a stockbroker now. Fuck.
Yeah, I'd buy you a steak dinner or something.
That's crazy, dude.
Like honestly though, I just started a new career yesterday.
Yeah. What is it?
Well,
oh god,
I've been kicked. So what I do is I buy used underwear, okay, and I wash it and I repackage it and sell it. So and they're like, "What's this?" And I'm like, "It's the brown mark is part. It's fashion." So anyway, no. So obviously, I was going to school for nursing, and the pandemic's been pretty hard. So I owe College of Lake County a little bit of money.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to take some time off to kind of pay them down, which I've been doing, but I keep thinking like I would love to be a nurse, but it's still going to take me like 3 years to get there,
mm-hmm.
to even get a job, at least 2. And so I was like, what's something I can do now and grow into, and maybe in a year be established so I can buy a house and you know what I mean? Kind of set up my future and Sawyer's future.
Sure.
And so I paid for the real estate agent class yesterday.
Nice.
So should take me, a month or 2 to kind of get through that, get licensed, and then I can get a job as a real estate agent. So.
Listen, man, I've bought 2 houses now, and nothing is sadder than when you have to give somebody who on paper probably did more, but in person looks like they did absolutely nothing.
Yep.
Several $1,000s for just being like, I know the code to get into this house. Like that's all
literally,
it is.
Yeah.
It's fucking bullshit.
Especially now because like houses are selling like crazy.
Dude, the guy out here, like we bought it from 2,000 miles away. So like we met him when we came out here, and then I don't know, he probably like printed some papers, maybe. That's all he did. Like he was really nice, but
yeah, I want to be that guy that's stealing people's money.
Dude, it's crazy. The first time we bought, I think our realtor made like $4,000, and I was like, you didn't. I mean, what? Like $4,000?
Yeah. Also,
you walked with us in like
a month, bro.
That's like you walked with us in like 10 houses, and 9 of them were horrible. Like I was like, I don't know. I'm sure it's a crazy job. I'm sure it has a lot to do with like being organized and making sure you know when this person needs to do this
and appraise whatever.
Yeah.
I'll let you know.
Yeah, dude. I know a couple of people that like have taken classes for that, and they would probably be really good at it. And I feel just the same. I feel like you'd be fucking rock star at it. So
yeah. Well, yeah, I would.
I mean, I think what you could really do to like set yourself over the edge, like just get like a suit made out of Dogecoin, and just when you walk into the house, just be like, yeah, this is my name's Robbie. I'm here to this suit. Oh, sorry.
Look at the time. No, I'm just kidding. Like, yeah, I'm a Dogecoin thousandaire. So you know all about it. No, I agree. What I don't understand though, dude.
Yeah.
Is why there's like 2 fucking living rooms in every house, and then also 2 dining rooms. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You like this is the front room, as we spoke about before, right?
The front room.
Here's you put some couches in here, and you never go in here again because there isn't a TV.
Yeah.
And then there's your formal dining room table, which you'll use 3 times a year.
Yeah.
Okay. And then there's your kitchen and a small table by your back door. And then the couch is in your living room. It's like family room, living room. They're the same fucking thing. Okay.
Yeah. My dad's house was very similar to that. And when we would go into the room that you're speaking of, that like didn't have a TV, it does, because my dad's obsessed with having just televisions all over the place.
I remember.
But I remember like walking into that room, and I was like, what am I gonna do? Read in here? What the fuck? Like what? Like,
What, I want some nice natural light from these big windows.
Exactly. What am I gonna do? A puzzle on the floor? Like, this is the dumbest shit I've ever seen.
Not to mention the fact that if you would have been sitting on that couch when that fucking guy ran into the side of your house because he was drunk, you would have died. So even more
I would have
reason
definitely
not to-
been ejected off the couch, at least.
Yeah.
For sure.
through the air would have been hilarious.
For those of you who don't know, somebody ran into my house when I
I
was.
say most people probably don't know.
Yeah, it's kind of I kind of keep it close to the chest.
Yeah, sorry to
I don't want to
make you relive that.
I don't want to relive. No, I was at like a baseball game for like high school. My parents picked me up and I was like, yeah, mom, I had 3 doubles, 14 singles. I was a great player again. And
I went 17 for 18.
yeah. And my parents were both like, oh, yeah, we got a story for you, actually. And they told me, and I was like, a guy hit our house with their car? What the
Buckle
fuck?
up. Literally and figuratively.
He hit like the gas line, like the fucking meter that controls how much gas you're using. And so my brother, when he got up, like the bus stop, was gonna drop him off, but there were like police and firefighters like everywhere. And the bus driver was like, never mind, and just like drove him back to school.
Really?
I mean, good for them, I guess.
It could have been what if it was like it could have been a murder or something?
Yeah,
like
could have been anything.
Your parents fucking killed each other or something?
I don't know. Maybe they had like somebody talk to him and be like, yeah, it's not a good time for kids to be in here.
Yeah.
And he was like, did you hear your brother went 17 for 18 today? Yeah. No,
man.
House hunting's crazy, man. It's exciting though, because like you can start to imagine, the life.
I get so depressed because they sell so fast now.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, a new house. This will be on the market in 11 months and I'm ready to buy a house. Then the next day it's like contingent on realtor.com.
Oh yeah. For sure.
Yeah. Because I'm like, oh yeah, I'd put a fucking my piano. I'd get a stand-up piano up against that wall.
Yeah.
Hang my guitars on the wall. Super original idea. No one else has ever done that.
Nobody. Get a life-size Kevin James poster to just hang out in the corner.
Like, I'll make a podcast room.
Billy Withers sent something to me on Instagram the other day, but Instagram's dumb. You've done this to me as well, where you'll send me something and I'm not followed. I don't follow that account, so I just can't see it. Like,
exactly.
Fucking get your shit together. What the fuck is going on? So he sent me something that I wasn't. There's a million bajillion Instagram accounts out there. Like, I'm sorry that I don't follow all of them.
Yeah, seriously.
But
memes
so he sent me something that I couldn't see. So I wrote back to him and said, hey man, I don't follow that. Like, I don't know what that is. And I guess Kevin James is going to play Sean Payton in a Netflix movie or something. And I could have that wrong. I know it's Sean Payton for sure. Probably about like the bounty crap that was going on a couple years ago. I would assume. Sure. Yeah. Or maybe he just really likes visors. Maybe he just wears a visor all the time. But
that movie will probably
sent it.
Suck, so.
He sent it to me. It was like, reminded me of the podcast, and I was like, yeah, that's right. First residual fucking comment about things we've definitely talked about on the pod.
Seriously, hell yeah.
But yeah, man. Good luck with the house.
Thank you. That's why I'm becoming a real estate agent, because I don't want to have to pay someone else to do that work for me. So.
Honestly, like, I don't think you really need one, but they do make your life easier because there's some weird shit that you don't know.
Yeah, contracts and stuff.
Yeah,
but
everything's digital now.
Thank you for taking my new career and basically taking just a big old shit all over it, Jordan. Not necessary.
I think it'd be good. You could be you could like bully people into buying houses.
Yeah, that's definitely my style for sure.
You need this house? I don't know. My wife and I. You need this house.
I'd be like, you know what? You know who probably will buy this house? The guy that's gonna fuck your wife.
Just like crack your knuckles.
They're like, which reminds me, I put an offer in on it. Diane, how you doing? You like this house?
Diane's pretty good looking. I don't know.
I'll take a bite out of that.
There's
apple bottom.
I feel like I've met a couple of Dianes in my life where I've been like, Diane.
Well, hello there.
Interesting. Dude, I didn't know. We got a Snapchat from Danielle the other day where she was looking at Spotify. I don't use Spotify because I'm not cool, apparently. I didn't know. I just use
What
Apple
do you
Music.
use Apple Music?
Yeah. It's already on my phone. I don't even know. I haven't really investigated too much.
I agree.
And plus, like, I'm already ingrained in it, like whatever. But anyway, I didn't know that you could see like your friend's listening history.
Yep.
Because his was like Sugar Ray or something like that, and then she did yours and was commenting about all of your like recent listens or whatever.
She's like, okay, Beyonce. Who listens to that country artist or whatever?
Yeah. And I started thinking to myself, like, I don't think I could ever use Spotify because I would only be like, I gotta listen to the hardest hardcore shit of all time. I can't let them know that I'm gonna listen to Hamilton 48 times in a row. Like, listen, it's gonna be uncomfortable when they know the real me.
You can only, that is fucking hilarious though. I'm imagining like someone you know from work randomly that you're like friends with on Facebook stumbles across your Spotify and it's like Barbie Girl, Hamilton, and Lady Gaga.
Yeah, for sure.
Which Lady Gaga is like,
I have no problem listening to whatever I want to listen to, but knowing that other people would be like, okay, loser. Like,
yeah. You know what that is, Jordan?
Sorry.
That's your toxic masculinity. That's what that is.
It kind of is. Yeah, I agree. But just so you know, I love Slayer, Megadeth.
I used to like A Day to Remember, but they sing pussies, you know?
No, yeah. I think also I just feel like you would, if you saw my listening history, you'd be like, God, he really listens to the same 6 people over and over and over again. He doesn't really branch out much. Okay.
I like to make playlists. I don't know if you can do that on Apple Music, but
I think you can, but I don't think this is like fun.
Oh, okay. Well, on Spotify, like that's a big part of it, I think, is the playlist. And so I just add stuff to my playlist. For example, I have Coco 2020, which is coronavirus 2020, like Coco 2020.
You were talking about the movie. And I was like, that's already a soundtrack. I don't think you need to make a playlist.
You're right. And I do love a little Miguel singing, remember me.
Get out of here, kid.
Yeah, Sawyer still loves that because
that's the funniest thing ever. For
you guys came over for dinner, right?
Coco. Yeah, it was like fucking 4 years ago.
He's like, can I borrow a guitar just for 4 minutes?
And this one guy in the movie is like, get out of here, kid. And I made it like I just repeated the line because I thought, fuck that guy, so rude.
Like let this kid fucking use it for a minute.
Sawyer like died laughing and like still brings it up randomly.
He'll be like, get out of here, kid. But it's like, let the fucking 8-year-old borrow your guitar for a second.
You're not using it, bro. Like,
I don't know what year it was or where this village was in Mexico, but like let him, he's better than you. Okay. His grandfather was Ernesto de la Cruz, or so we thought. That guy's a fucking dick.
Don't spoil it, bro.
Fuck Ernesto, bro.
Don't spoil it.
Sorry. Speaking of spoiling it, let's talk about the latest episode of The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Jordan.
No, I'm sorry. I haven't watched any of it.
I literally watched the 4th episode and was caught up before the 5th.
Yeah. And
we have a friend who likes to spoil things. And it's not even, he's not a huge dick about it, but it's like, maybe this is my fault. I generally let him do it because I can watch a movie and still enjoy it, even if I know what's going to happen at the end.
Sure.
It almost helps my anxiety. I can't watch like Breaking Bad, for example. I had to stop watching it because I was fucking anxious every second of every episode. It was like exhausting and not fun anymore.
Yeah.
And so this friend likes to ruin things. So usually I'm like, yeah, tell me. Like he saw the last Marvel movie, Endgame or whatever. And I was like, yeah, tell me what happened. And he told me everything, you know. But now I watch these things. I'm caught up. I've watched all the movies.
Yeah.
And so I was like, yeah, this and this happened. And he's like, crazy that this person is actually that person. And I was like, how did you fucking ruin this show for me? And I've seen every minute of every episode.
Yeah, I don't know.
How is it possible?
He's his own superhero when it comes to ruining shows for you. That's hilarious.
Pissing me off. And it's kind of my fault because I've let him ruin things for me for years. I've let him spoil. I should say spoil, not ruin. That's kind of a heavy word, ruin. But chill the fuck out until after I've seen all of it. All right. I'm not talking to him until next Friday after I've seen the final episode.
Dude, I hate the constant fear I have.
Yes.
Of just, I mean, most people probably feel that way about like shows and stuff, but back in the day when I used to work nights, I used to like tape, record, whatever you want to call it, every sports game that I wanted to watch so I could watch it in the morning. And it worked out well for me, except for like the random times where people would be like, hey, I heard you like Blackhawks. I'm like, yeah, the team is not just the Hawks. Yeah. And they'd be like, they're up 3-2 in the third period. And I'm like, fuck. Like,
God.
I actually had one guy who told me that he didn't even tell me the score. He just told me they were in overtime. So basically he ruined the whole game for me.
Yeah, seriously, until overtime.
Yeah, because I was like, in my head, I was like, what if they're down 7-0 in the first period? Then I don't get to relive the amazing experience that they scored 7 goals in the last 3 minutes. You know what I mean? Like,
wasn't it like the playoffs too? It was like something crazy,
something like that. And then I remember there was one guy who, it was a black guy I worked with who, I mean, stereotypes, people don't, typically black people don't really like hockey, like I don't understand.
Subban,
what's
the Fuglian?
No, but this guy
Paul, right?
Never talked to him. Paul
Subban, what's his name?
Well, there's two. There's PK Subban and there's Malcolm Subban.
That's what I meant.
But they're brothers. I mean, they're brothers and brothers.
Whoa, Jordan.
Yeah.
Anyways, tell me what this black guy told you about hockey at work, Jordan.
This guy, I never ever talked to him about hockey ever. And like one day he came in and was just like, hey, Patrick Kane scored the winning goal tonight or something like that. And I was like, all right, I've seen it all, actually.
Yep.
So yeah, I lived in fear for a long time of knowing the score of any game. And so now that I have to live in fear of like every other show on TV because now it's all streamed and Disney Plus doesn't do it all at once, but for Netflix shows, like, good luck, man. You better watch it all in 1 week.
Yeah, seriously.
You're fucked for real. Like,
straight up.
It's just too much. I can't do it.
Well, that at least finally I have a better understanding of why you're so racist,
Yeah, that's
because that black guy one time told you what happened in that Hawks game. I don't even want to say the word.
Yeah, no, it was interesting. I just remember being like, man, I've really seen it all now. Every single way that somebody could ruin a game for me, here it is. But then I don't want to be the crazy person that, like, before anybody says hello to me, I gotta be like, shut up, I'm taping the game, please don't tell me anything. Like, I don't want to be a crazy person, but I am.
We used to try to like have your back on that. I think we'd be like, don't tell them what happened in the Cubs game. don't tell them.
Now that I'm older, I don't have time for anything fun. So
very true.
The feeling of actually watching a full game is very like foreign to me now. It's very weird. Even if I have time to do it, I just in my head I'm like, I could watch this Hawks game or I could get to bed at a reasonable hour. Like, it's so stupid, but it's true. It's hard for me.
That's what happens, Flash. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, the fucking nicknames are, first of all, somebody asked me in private the other day, they were like, you're okay with it, right? And I was like, dude, yeah, I'm fine. It's no big deal. Because sometimes I'm working, I don't immediately like turn around like, you guys are cut up,
Flash.
Yeah, like I just don't react sometimes. So he was just like, I just want to make sure you're okay with it because I know some people don't really like nicknames. And I was like, no, it's fine. It's funny. If it makes everybody else happy, it's totally fine. It's one of the cooler words I can ever think of. So I'm totally fine. If they were like, hey, turd, I could be like, all right, let's put a break to this. Yeah. Like, I don't need to be known as turd from now on.
Hey, needle dick or something, you know?
Yeah. So I was like, no, it's totally fine. But there is a part of me that can't hear either Field or Flash and not immediately think they're being like ironic and mean to me.
like they're making fun of you.
Yeah, like Flash. And I'm like,
hey, watch this.
Yeah.
Hey, Flash. His name's Flash.
Exactly.
No, yeah, what's up? Did you count those inventories? Oh yeah, sounds good. Hey, listen, watch this. Flash. Loser.
Yeah. So we have radios at work, and sometimes people will be like, Flash, you out there? And I'll be like, are they meaning it endearing, or are they being mean to me? Like I can't fucking tell. But I'm always like, beep, go for Flash. Like I try to be fucking in a good mood. I don't know.
Yeah.
But it doesn't bother me. It's just I don't know everybody's intentions. That bothers me more.
Yeah.
Sorry,
because just got done running around the world 5 times.
I think the reason why I think that is because I'm the person who wouldn't say Flash in a nice way. I'd be like, this fucking guy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I have no enthusiasm for like fun when it's not including me. Like,
it's hard if people think you made it up yourself. Again, that's really what it is. Like on your first day you walked in, you're like, are you must be Jordan. You're like, Flash, nice to meet you. Like, then that would be super embarrassing.
Yeah, for sure. And I would need to feel that embarrassment.
Yes,
every day
you would deserve it.
Yeah,
you would absolutely deserve it.
I did not. That's not how it happened. I'll just be Flash from now on. That's fine.
I don't know. I can't fucking stand bullies. Yeah, I like people who make fun of people, so I get that. You know, I was the kid in school that like I'm a lover, not a fighter. But for example, in 4th grade, my friends ran up to me at Pleviac, Joseph Pleviac grade school, whatever the fuck it's called, and they were like, Robbie, Matt's being mean. Like this 5th grader named Matt was like being mean to them. So I was like, because I'm huge, right? It's like, I'll handle it. And when you're in 4th grade, you don't have to be good at fighting. You just have to be big, right? Yeah. So I walked up and I'm like, hey, fucking quit being mean to my friends. And he was like, yeah, what are you going to do about it? I was like, I'm going to fight you. And so we wrestled. Like I don't even think either of us threw a single punch. We just like rolled around on the ground for a couple seconds. Then the bell rang and we like stood up, wiped ourselves off. Like, yeah, take that, you know.
Recess is over. Tomorrow.
But tomorrow, I hope we don't have to do this again because that was scary.
We'll forget about it. All right.
Exactly. That kid ended up on my baseball team. We're like kind of friends now, at least on Facebook. He's got a crazy beard. Good for him. He's like a hippie. I'm all about it. We agree on a lot of things. But it's like turns me into a mean.
You really knocked some sense into him that day.
I did. I think so. I really rolling him over really let him know that I don't take any shit and neither should anybody else. But yeah, I can't stand it, and it turns me into a horribly mean person. Yeah. It's like I turn into a bully of the bullies, which really is counterintuitive, right? You're supposed to try to level with them, but someone's like, look at this fucking idiot. And I'm like, yeah, too bad your parents don't love you. And that's why they got divorced. It's because of you.
And then I cried when you said that to me because I was like, oh, damn it. I didn't realize it.
Well, you shouldn't have called that guy his nickname, ironically, Jordan. So that's all I'm going to say about that.
Yeah, for sure.
But it's affected me at work because I work with adults with disabilities, and obviously their brains can be wired a little bit differently, you know? Sure. And so it's our responsibility to be the bigger person, literally, I'm a fat Joe, and figuratively. And I do that, but there's times where I really have to bite my tongue because someone will be like, one of the participants will be like, yeah, well, too bad you're always shitting your pants and it smells bad. And I'm like, well,
you got you there.
Fair point, right? But then I'm also like, fuck you, you know? It makes me mad. It makes me so mad. So then I'm like, you know what? I'm done with this. They're like, what? And I'm like, Rob, stop. Take a deep breath. I'm like, you have to be nicer to people. please, for the love of God. And then 5 seconds later, she's saying it to somebody else. So it's like, it's been challenging at work because my initial reaction is to eviscerate anyone who is slightly a bully.
Yeah.
And I could literally be fired and put on a blacklist for neglect and abuse if I were to do that. So,
you gotta weigh out the consequences, basically.
Yeah. So it's like, maybe this person's being a bully and ruining someone else's life, but I don't want to ruin my life.
If you do go that route where you get blacklisted and get sent to, prison or whatever it goes on. The other day, Steph and I were driving and there's a UFC gym in Nevada, bro.
Really?
Well, it's in Reno. I mean, not just Nevada.
Yeah.
And Steph's reaction, she was like, oh, hey, for those of you who don't know, Robbie used to work at a UFC gym.
I did.
And Steph was like, oh, hey, UFC gym. Robbie could move here now. And I was like, it's not just based on like where you used to work or what you enjoy doing. Like
4 jobs ago.
Yeah,
like,
there's I was like, Steph, you do that with a lot of things though. And she's like, what do you mean? I'm like, you have said these exact words, like, oh my God, Chipotle and a Chick-fil-A. My sister would love it here. I'm like, they're the same as they are at home. I don't know.
She also loves it in Vernon Hills. Like, what are you talking about?
Like, I don't think you understand what you're saying. It sounds weird, but I mean, I get it for sure. People could move here and be happy. I feel like we've done that.
Why not? You have, like you said.
Yeah, but I didn't base it off of like if there was an Old Country buffet in Reno. Like I wasn't like I need to make sure that I'm gonna be satisfied.
Is there an
I
OCB?
don't know. Now I really want to look it up. Actually.
All right. Well, if there is, let me know because I'll call that UFC gym right now and put in my application. All right.
There's like one left in like Wisconsin. We went there one time. We drove like 45 minutes to get there. I have no idea where it is, but it wasn't as close as I'd like it to be. And it wasn't as good as I remembered it to be. But we used
really got to get there at shift change.
Yeah, we used to.
That was like your families. You were like, it's our birthday. It's our anniversary.
Yeah, literally.
Let's go to Old Country Buffet. Yeah.
Because I think it was my parents' way to just be like, get the fuck away from me.
Yeah, go get your
food. Fucking cinnamon bun.
Yeah,
I know you're gonna eat it first, you dipshit.
There was that one time I went with you to OCB with you and your family, and I walked past the salads, and your dad was just standing there crying. He was just for like 15 minutes.
Dude, my brother and I treated that like a fucking like toy store. Like my dad and my mom, or any other adult to that matter, would get these like beautifully constructed plates. They get a little bit of corn, they get their fried chicken, their like mashed potatoes, maybe some green beans, maybe a side salad, some napkins, all of the utensils. And my brother and I would be like, let's just get a plate of cantaloupe and see how much we can eat. Like,
seriously,
the stupidest shit ever. I used to literally just go there and be like, they have sunflower seeds in this, and I just pile it on my fucking plate. Like
your mom's like, why are you eating handfuls of sunflower seeds?
I'm like, you don't even have to shell them. This is crazy. My brother used to just get mashed potatoes and French fries, like the exact same food.
Just in different forms,
and he just fucking put ketchup all over it, and like, but like I said, it was a way for our parents to probably just be like, go be you,
please
there's
leave me the fuck alone for a few minutes.
You know how to go to the bathroom by yourself. Sure, have prime rib all night, I don't care.
Well, I'd always like, and the pizza isn't good at a buffet, but
it is what
even
it is.
At the Chinese buffet and Hibachi in Round Lake Beach, I'd go there, and every time I get a fucking slice of pizza, it's like, why am I doing this? There's General Tso's chicken right there. There's some fucking crab rangoons over there. I could literally put a plate of fresh things together for a man to grill right in front of me. No, I'm just gonna grab a piece of pepperoni pizza that tastes like cardboard.
That's where buffets, that's why they exist, for you to make terrible choices.
Horrible choices. And with that being said, I fucking love a buffet, dude. I love an all-you-can-eat buffet, bro.
A buffet is the only place that I will try weird foods. because I don't have to pay for it.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? Like if they're like, oh yeah, they've combined an avocado and a fucking grape, and they've made them together. They fucking took the seeds and whatever. I'd be like, I'm not paying for that at a store, but I'll definitely try it right here because I could definitely throw it away for no reason.
The chef is like, hey, I just sliced off one of my testes, flambéed it, deep fried it, and then seared it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, give me 2. He's like,
some...
oh fuck.
Rocky Mountain oyster. I think those are bull testicles. I think.
What? Bull testicles?
I think that's
there was a turkey testicle festival. Have you ever heard of that?
No, I'm not into that.
The huge thing, dude. I've never been, obviously.
Do they have
that'd be weird. They must, if there's a festival.
Can we be honest? We don't know shit about any other species. I feel like I barely even know our species. This is not good.
Do you have testicles?
The last time I saw them, they were on the way out. They were on the way out.
Yeah,
they were
not doing great.
They're
they're on the victory lap of their life,
Yeah, I don't know.
Last time you jade off, if you finish and it was like
I would love that, honestly. I remember one time somebody got a vasectomy.
Mm-hmm.
This is so fucking gross.
Woo!
They got a vasectomy, and I think I was even talking to you, honestly. I feel like I do all of my dumbest comments on life when I'm talking to you.
Cheers to that.
We could bring up a lot of other things. Geese, goose.
Dude, don't even get me started. But anyway, somebody
got a vasectomy, and I was like, dude, I should get one. I hate to the cleanup would just be so much better. And then I think you were like, no, bro. It's still a thing.
Shooting blanks, right? That's what they call it.
And I was like, oh, I thought it was just like that flag that said bang, it just pops out. I just thought it was nothing. I was like, cool, dude. Great. I would gladly take that operation, honestly.
Dang, that is hilarious. That's the funniest thing you've ever said. I'm just imagining a dick shooting out a stick and then rolling down and saying bang. Oh man.
The goose geese thing.
Yeah, Jordan thought go ahead. I mean 222 make a wish.
I thought that a group of geese, like the brown Canadian geese.
Aren't they gray?
Whatever.
There's gray geese and there's white geese, right?
Okay, the gray ones.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, those are geese. And then we saw a white one, and I was like, yeah, that's a goose.
Well, because I think I was like, oh, there's geese over there. And you're like, no, those ones are white.
Yeah.
And I was like, what do you mean? And you're like, yeah, the gray ones are called geese.
Yeah.
And the white ones are called goose.
Yeah.
And I was like, so more than one white one are called gooses?
Yeah.
And you're like, yeah.
And mouses.
Yeah. I was like, dude, no, I'm telling you right now, geese is just the plural of any goose.
And I'm pretty sure I was like, I think you're wrong here, Rob.
Yeah.
I don't.
You were straight up like, no.
I'm 19 and I know everything.
Literally, you're like, the gray ones are geese,
yeah,
and the white ones are fucking goose, bro.
I have a real good reason for thinking that though, because you always see like 30 of the gray ones. So you're like, look at all those geese. But I feel like I've only seen like one goose.
Like in a commercial, like a picture of a goose.
Yeah. Like the Aflac, he's a duck. Just picture one white goose.
Are there white geese? Now I don't know.
Now I'm confused again. Comment below whether you think. Please, somebody explain it to us.
That was one of the funnier things I've ever, because I remember being like, he's kidding. He's messing with me right now.
I should feel embarrassed by like stories like that, but I have too many of them. And I mean, what am I going to do? Be embarrassed all day long? I need to feel like kind of excited about some of this stuff.
True. At some point, you just got to accept.
Yeah, it is what it is. I mean, I've been saying that way too much lately. People are like, how's work? And I'm like,
what it is.
It's overtime, man, but it is what it is at this point.
Living the dream.
Yep. Doing the classic niceties.
Is Schwarber on here?
I don't know, but he's in Washington now, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, he hit a walk-off home run the other day.
Oh, did he?
And I almost shed a tear.
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
He just
it is what it
the
is.
ball. It is what it is. Well, I'm happy for him, I guess, you know. But I was like, damn. And I mean, he did really good for us. I miss Schwarbs.
Yeah.
But, you know, out of like him, Chris Bryant, and Anthony Rizzo, I'd rather have Rizzo.
Do you have a I sent you a text earlier this week wondering if you wanted to do like a new segment for the pod.
Oh, the mind-blowing facts. Yeah, let's do it.
I was thinking like let's do a segment where you find a fact that would literally be not realistic.
Mm-hmm.
Stuff just like slam the door. She knows I'm recording.
Is she okay?
Yeah, it's our garage door that just like
will be.
It's about to shut again. There we go.
Steph.
Anyway, no, I think it would be cool to do like a mind-blowing facts. Like look up a fact that no one would ever know, because why would you? And if it's something that's like cool, let's just talk about it. So
now I'm like nervous that my fact isn't mind-blowing enough, but it blew my mind.
I don't think mine is, but I feel like we could say funny things after it. So I'm excited.
Okay.
So
who first? You or me?
I could go first.
Damn
it. Did you know that a lightning bolt, like a single like lightning strike, could toast 100,000 slices of bread? Like that's how much fucking power is being, hitting the earth or whatever the fuck it happens. My first thought was, God forbid it hits a fucking bakery. It's gonna be fucking all of that work. You're
a bread
done.
Factory. I can't think of a brand of bread right now, but
fucking Wonder.
Hostess,
that's the only one I can
Wonder
think of.
Bread. Yeah. My question is this: two things. How do they know that? Right.
That's what I'm saying.
Was someone like, all right, let's get 100,000 pieces of bread, put it in a field with a lightning rod, and see what happens?
I don't know what they did, but that would be the only option that I would say is provable.
100,000.
So really what it was, after I read I read like a headline and then I read the fucking like paragraph to it.
Yeah.
The paragraph was way less exciting than the headline, because it basically said that like the amount of power, given in a lightning bolt is like 84 billion joules or something. I have no idea what the correlation or the what that means really, but they said that it could power, like that amount of power could power 1,000-watt toaster for like 50,000 years or something like that. Like some crazy number. I'm definitely not remembering any specifics other than the 100,000 slices of bread and the lightning strike. So that's all I'm gonna say. Please do not.
Does blow my mind a little bit.
A lot of fucking power, dude. That's ridiculous.
I'd like to stack 100,000 pieces of bread on top of each other and see how many I could test.
While I was reading a bunch of these lightning facts, there was a guy that worked in some national park in Virginia who was struck by lightning 7 times over his time of working in this park.
What?
His name was Roy something, can't remember, but he lived all of them. So like he's in the Guinness Book of World Records, all this other stuff. And my first thought is almost similar to the fucking idiot of the week. Like, good for you, Roy. Find a different job, bro. Like, I don't know what you're fucking doing, but
after the second one, maybe after the first one.
Yeah. After the second one, for sure, I'd be like, Roy, I think it's time you stop holding umbrellas in the air while it's fucking lightning outside. Like, maybe stop that.
I'm gonna go fly fishing, but like, it's fucking a lightning storm, Roy.
Like, I have a softball game. I'm not gonna quit in the middle of it. Like, dude, stop fucking doing that.
It's like, hey, I'm gonna go play on this playground equipment and slide down this metal pole.
Have you ever seen lightning like super close to you?
How close? What are we talking?
Like
Probably not.
I'm sure you've heard one that was like, wow, that was really loud.
Yeah.
That was crazy. At our old house, our fucking tree in our front yard, huge tree, got struck by lightning, and it was the loudest. Like our dogs were like in their crates downstairs. If they were upstairs, they would have voluntarily jumped into the oven to get out of that noise, dude. It was so insanely loud. And all of the bark around the tree just like exploded off of the fucking tree. There was like just shit everywhere. I had no idea what happened.
Like fucking Voldemort, just about a cadaver in the tree or something.
I like looked out the window and I was like, what the fuck was that noise? Like I had no idea. And a neighbor of mine, like a month later, because we had to have it taken down because it was dead. Like it was just not working anymore. This guy was like, yeah, I saw it. It was like a fireball. And I was like, man, I didn't see it, but I
wish
felt
your ring would have picked it up or something.
I don't think we had one at the time, but Jesus, it would have probably malfunctioned, honestly.
Dude, that's terrifying. Lightning is so, and it's stay up there, okay? We don't need you down here.
And it's always like random, dude. Like you never know when it's gonna get you. Roy, it got 7 times, bro. He taunted it once and kept coming for him.
Literally, right? My dad was in a car that got struck by lightning once.
Really? Did he have superpowers afterwards?
No, maybe.
He could like play the radio in his brain for some reason.
Yeah, seriously. He was good with people. I don't know. He had an electric personality. Hey, come on, give me some. That was pretty funny. But he was also the guy who you'd be like, yeah, I got fucking stabbed in the spleen. He'd be like, yeah, someone took my spleen out once on the side of the road. And I'm like, he just had a story for every situation. But
yeah.
Okay. My fact.
Oh God.
Is I did like a little bit of research into it, but I saw it on Reddit.
I feel like you need to like a little bit, but enough. Don't do too much. Like, don't be all fucking nerdy with me. We're gonna make fun of it for sure.
I'm gonna try to prove it.
Okay.
In this, okay. So the bald eagle is like the most badass bird, at least in America, right? It's like fucking huge, and the talons. I know this because I saw a video of a guy who was driving on the road, and there was like in Alaska, there was a bald eagle in the snow that was hurt. So he went out and like wrapped it in his jacket and carried it back and took it to a vet to save its life. And as I'm looking at this thing in the guy's hand, because how often do you see a bald eagle, like someone holding it, right? It was like half of his body. It was huge.
I don't think I've ever even seen one in real life. Like
up in northern Wisconsin, I saw some like flying around, which is pretty cool.
I don't believe you. Anyway, go ahead.
Well, sorry that you're jealous, but anyways, they're terrifying creatures.
Sure.
And when you hear them,
dinosaurs, dude.
Seriously, when you see them in movies, when they go, Gah! You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay. It's a pretty good impression.
Is that pretty good? All right, let me see if this sounds like it. Actually, this could totally ruin my whole thing. Should I finish my sentence first?
Yeah.
That's not what they sound like.
Oh, fuck.
They sound like fucking seagulls, dude.
Really?
Yeah, that sound, it's a red-tailed hawk.
Oh.
We'll see. I have a 7-second. I got a minute clip, a 10-minute clip, and a 7-second clip. I'm going for the 7-seconder to see.
Yeah,
okay,
obviously.
This is a red-tailed hawk.
Dude, that is a badass noise.
That's a badass noise.
But you're telling me that a bald eagle makes a seagull noise?
Hold on.
Fuck, dude.
I gotta fast forward. That's a bald eagle, bro.
Ew.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna send that to Toby Keith and be like, write a song about this, asshole. This is what you were singing about.
Beer for my horses, breadcrumbs for my bald eagles. Okay.
Yeah. God, dude, that is so disappointing, honestly.
And I say we take it off of Everything America and flip over to the red-tailed hawk.
Yeah, right? Dude, the red-tailed hawk sounds like a fucking like prehistoric, like
that scared me.
Scary
just hearing that
noise.
That red-tailed hawk screaming took me back a little bit, and then the eagle's like, it's like
That's like the equivalent of like the elephant like being afraid of the mouse. Like, what the fuck, dude? Just step on it. What's wrong with you?
That's like
That's
like the
upsetting to me.
heavyweight. It's like Francis Ngannou going to punch someone and like slapping it like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh my god. No, it's like Francis Ngannou like beating the shit out of somebody and then having Patrick Mahomes' voice and just being
And
like,
they're like,
"What the hell?
oh yeah, I thought it was a pretty good fight, and I just hit him as hard as I could. It was fine.
Yeah, my baby Patrick Mahomes. I play football." It's like, dude, you're a god. Like, have a deeper, cooler voice than that. Jesus.
Seriously. For how big that guy's dick has to be, his voice is not impressive.
I like to think of his dick having the same kind of hair and a headband on for some reason.
It's like a weird fro at the top.
Yeah, dude, that's I don't want to say mind-blowing, but I'm just who knew what they sounded like?
Yeah, dude.
So not only are people going to be laughing constantly during this, they're going to learn some things about lightning and how pussy sounds or how how much of a fucking pussy the American bald eagle is.
Like, oh, this is my bald eagle, and the bald eagle's like cheep 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 cheep.
The bald eagle probably like eats like live like beavers for lunch. Like it's a big dude, that's so upsetting to me. A red-tailed hawk, how big is that compared? Probably not even close, right?
Decent size, I bet. It's probably like.
Do you think the red-tailed hawk and like the eagle are like hanging out at some point and all of the hawks are like, what's up? Chirp, chirp.
What's up, Flash?
Yeah, exactly. And they're like, don't even worry about it. We're on the flag and stuff. Don't worry about it. Nobody knows what those people are.
The red-tailed hawk's getting laid and the bald eagle's at home watching Netflix. That's all I'm saying.
That's crazy. Dude, we're at an hour here.
Okay.
So we just rolled right into our famous, our award-winning, our syndicated segment. Fucking idiot of the week.
That guy's a fucking idiot.
There you go. I went first in the facts. Yeah, you can go first this time. What you got, man?
So mine we kind of already touched on, which hopefully doesn't make this anticlimactic, but my fucking idiot of the week this week is Ben Askren.
The wrestler that we were speaking about earlier.
That we were speaking about fighting Jake Paul this weekend for these reasons. One,
is it this weekend? I didn't even notice
it's tonight. Dude.
Fuck.
It's tonight, bruh. I downloaded Triller just to see if I could catch a sneak peek, but I'm not going viral on TikTok, so might as well try the knockoff brand. You know what I'm saying?
Sure. There you go. Oh no.
I'm kidding. I'm sorry.
God damn it, dude. Damn it. You froze very subtly earlier, and I was like, oh no, but then you came right back.
Last week was a nightmare. I still am embarrassed about it.
It hasn't happened like really bad since. So now that we're talking about it, for sure, it's over. So
yeah. Honestly, me faking it, my computer's like, oh shit, maybe he wants to fucking freeze. But anyway, just a wonderful career, 2-time Heisman in wrestling, 6th place at the Olympics, so like an Olympic qualifier, which is huge in wrestling. Undefeated in MMA for like 10 years, and hopefully after tonight, undefeated in boxing. I hope he shuts Jake Paul the fuck up. And I don't even hate Jake Paul. I'm like, I'd rather not let people know how much into like the gossipy bullshit I'm in. Like, I love on Snapchat when it's like, Addison Rae said this to this other famous TikToker. And I'm like, I look over my shoulder and I'm like, click. Can't wait to see what she had to say. But anyway, I'm exposing myself right now for no good reason.
That's what this podcast is for, bro.
That's what it's for. You're racist and I like gossip. I don't know which one's worse.
Both of them.
Both are bad, yeah. And but anyway, I just, with all of this happening, I've kind of gone back and looked at his career and like listened to his interviews, and he was on a couple podcasts hyping the fight up. And the more I get to know about him, the more I like the guy. Mm-hmm. He's just like works hard. He's humble, but confident, you know.
He's pretty funny actually too. Like
super funny.
Honestly, if anybody's funny, I'm like, all right, I'll root for that guy.
All right. I'm in that.
Because somebody has a little bit of a personality and I'm like, he's my favorite. actually.
Literally, yeah. So Ben Askren went on Logan Paul's podcast, Impulsive.
Oh
They
shit!
do not
Really?
sponsor us. Yeah, like a week or two ago, maybe 3 weeks ago. But the episode came out about a week ago, and the whole time they're like, Logan Paul's like, I started on Vine, so my career started in 6 seconds, and yours ended in 6 seconds when Masvidal knocked you the fuck out. Yeah, and Ben Askren was like, okay, first of all, that's a very funny joke. Secondly, it was 5 seconds, not 6 seconds. So it's just like he's bulletproof. Like he cannot be. And I think that comes with being so good at something.
Yeah, for sure.
Right? Because I'm a pretty confident guy. Most things don't get under my skin, but it's like maybe that would, like that was a defining moment in his career. But then he's like, I came out of retirement to go back to the UFC. Like I was off for 2 years. Yeah. It's not like I was a champion still. I had quit the business, Anyway, and besides that, he's a coach and just an all around positive, genuine guy. And I'm trying to get some hits off of this Triller fight, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, watch our podcast, okay?
Please. Dude, that's good. I'm rooting for him too, because I just, like we talked about, I don't really care for bullies. And the other dude's mean. He fucked up Nate Robinson, who was not a boxer. Like, dude, he's 5'11". Like, he's just a horrible.
What a bummer that was.
Dude, my fucking idiot of the week is two fucking idiots of the week.
You said this was gonna make me cry. So
literally, I have this notebook that I write shit in so that I have like a little like cliff notes of what the article is. Yeah. This could be a movie now for sure. And if it's not being written, I'm writing it.
Yeah, do it. Let's do it.
So, okay. August 2000. So fucking so long ago, dude.
Hold on. Let me click, buckle in.
Yeah, so long ago. August of 2000. A guy named Danny Stewart was going to meet his partner, Pete Mercutio. I'm pretty sure that's how you say that. Some articles I look up are very vague. This one was just like, here's their fucking full names. Like, you need to know everything about them.
Partner as in
partner.
Lover?
Like, yes.
Like, okay, relationship. Okay.
Yeah. So they're in a relationship. They're going to meet somewhere. So he's on the subway. He's going to go on New York subway. So he's on the platform, sees a like bundle of like towels or something, and doesn't understand what it is. He thinks it's like a doll or something, but it's a fucking baby boy with like an umbilical cord still like attached to him. Like some horrible person or whatever horrible circumstance happened where, they whatever. So he finds it. Remember, it's 2000. All of us have fucking Nokia bricks. He can't get any reception, so he has to run to a payphone. I thought that was actually a really funny part of the article, because I was like, I never even knew how to use a payphone.
Found it just like on the ground
somewhere. on like the platform, like Jesus. When they're waiting to get on the subway. So he found it, called the police. The police obviously take it and figure out like what the fuck they're gonna do with it. So like a month or two later, Danny, the dude who found it, Pete, the dude that he was going to meet, basically they had a night, obviously, that night, and they were like, he was like, dude, this baby's going to be a part of our lives in some way forever. I mean, the baby's probably going to grow up and at some point want to know like what the fuck happened. Like they're going to find, you know what I mean? So maybe they were maybe
finders keepers.
Yeah. Well, like maybe they could send it like a birthday gift every year on this day as like hey, we found you kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like, you're alive because of us, that kind of thing. And so like a couple months later, Danny gets invited to go testify at this like family hearing, which I'm guessing the baby didn't have a family because he was living alone in the subway.
So just a hearing. Then.
Just like just a hearing. And this lady judge was like, hey, you obviously have a pretty serious connection. Would you ever consider maybe adopting this child? And like in the article, it said that he said yes, and it actually like even shocked himself. Like he probably hadn't even thought about it, but was just like maybe just touched about the idea of it, whatever. Yeah. So 4 months later, they adopted him, They named him Kevin, which is a fucking, normal name, whatever.
Yeah. Sure.
11 years later, 2011, gay marriage becomes legal in New York City, or New York, I guess. And Kevin's idea, he's 11 now. Kevin's idea was to go and ask that lady judge if she would be the officiant of their wedding, like his dad's wedding. His dad's wedding? Is that his dad's wedding? Both dads getting married
after the S. Yeah.
Yeah. Jesus. So dad's is wedding. So the lady said, sure. So the same lady who like got him to adopt Kevin married the two of them. Like literally, like, I don't know, man. It could be a blockbuster movie tomorrow. Like that's such a cool story. Yes, so dude. My fucking idiots are Danny and Pete for being there for Kevin.
Sure.
Even if it is 21 years ago. But yeah. That was a crazy freaking story. I don't know, man.
Kevin a little bit too. What a fucking great Kevin, kid.
I've seen like they had pictures of them, obviously he's a little kid, blah blah blah. And then like he's probably 10 in one of the photos, and then he's just a full-blown brick shit house. Like, dude, he's a fucking monster. He's so big compared to like his two dads are just like, we found you. Like he's just a fucking big kid.
Jesus Christ,
dude, that story is fucking crazy. I don't know, man. But like you said, finders keepers. So
yeah, that's what I was thinking.
You leave a kid in the subway, anybody can claim him.
Even that bitch judge is pretty cool.
Yeah, honestly, that she said in the article, like, she has the inclination to think that maybe like a connection was made or whatever, and was right about it. So that's crazy.
I don't even know if I'd turn the kid in. If I found a kid on the ground, I might just keep it.
I don't know, man. I probably would say something, maybe, just the police, but I would not adopt a kid that was found in the subway because, like, I don't need
goods. It's like dating a girl that got cheated on, It's
like, you never know like what his past. I mean, even if it's like a day, you never know what happened.
You might get canceled someday.
Yeah, dude, that's a crazy story though.
I don't have enough room in my car for all that fucking baggage. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I feel like some people wouldn't even adopt a dog that was found in a situation like that because they're like, oh, that's like a 10 to 12 year commitment. A kid is forever, like crazy amount of commitment. So,
and it's like, what did that kid do to get left on the platform in the first place?
He probably wouldn't shut up, dude. He's
probably his fault.
He's probably just like, can we get rid of this umbilical cord, please? And somebody was like, we don't have scissors. We already said it.
If we're being honest, he at least played a part in it. You know what I mean? There's three sides to every story.
He was probably like, this is the wrong subway. And they were like, you know what? Fuck this. We're done. We're done. Yeah. He's like, we need to go east. I don't know. He was a really smart infant. But yeah, dude, that story's crazy. I feel like it could be a movie tomorrow for sure.
Absolutely could.
Starring Ben Affleck and Matt Damon as Pete and Danny.
Mm-hmm.
And Kevin would be Danny DeVito.
But who would he be when he grew up?
Danny DeVito, all of them. He would just be Benjamin Button situation. Just make him look real young.
Oh man, I miss Robin Williams.
Okay, where did that come from?
I'm obsessed with that sound, dude. I was watching Night at the Museum the other day. I was thinking Matt Damon, Robin Williams, Good Will Hunting, Night at the Museum,
6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon.
6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon. Robin Williams hung himself while he was masturbating.
Was he really masturbating? He should have got a vasectomy. Call back.
Oh, I'm mad at you for using that against Robin Williams.
Dude, when I was looking up some facts or trying to find some facts, there was a you know how like people have phobias, right? Like arachnophobia is
the fear of arachnids.
Yes, spiders. Exactly. And there's always like those weird ones when they're just like cloudophobia. People are afraid of clouds. Like, what the fuck?
It's not what it's called, but yeah.
Yeah, like why would you be afraid of that? There was one called, I don't know how to pronounce it. It looks like cheerophobia, or it looks like cherophobia,
Yeah.
like the singer. And it's
No
the fear.
how hard I try.
It's a fear of being
You
happy.
keep pushing me aside, but I can't break through.
I don't know if we really needed this, but
you.
we are getting it now.
And I said that you're leaving.
Do you know all the words?
I said that you're leaving. Obviously not, right? But after all the said and done, come on, Jordan. I could be the only one. Oh, do you believe in love? I'm so red. I'm sorry for doing that. Yeah, cherophobia, the fear of what?
It's called the fear of being happy. And I read an article about it, and it was like it's debilitating. People are like often like scared to go out because they're afraid of situations where happiness may exist. And I was like, dude, how do you live your life? Like, how do you do anything? Because anything could be an opportunity for happiness.
Yeah, truly.
How do you apply for a job? You'd be like, I really hope I don't get this fucking job.
But then paradoxical, if you don't get the job, then you're relieved and happy you didn't get it, you know?
Fuck, dude.
Because I was just thinking, like, your friends are like, hey, let's go out and have fun. And you say to them, no, thanks. I don't want to be happy. But then you snuggle into your bed.
And you're happy.
And you're happy that you're there. You got to like prick yourself with needles or something.
But then again, like you said, you're happy that you're not happy.
Oh, dude.
I can't be real. Like nobody has ever had that ever. There's no way. That's the weirdest thing I've ever heard of in my life. I get it. Spiders are creepy. They got a bunch of legs. They're weird.
For sure. I don't even hate spiders and they creep me out.
Yeah, I'm not.
I don't kill them.
Any sort of. What do you do? Just sing Cher to them?
Let me answer that question with a question. Do you believe in life after love?
Is it life after love? Is that?
So.
I thought it was always love after love or something.
Well, I can feel something inside me say, I really don't think it's strong enough now.
There you go.
That was beautiful. I was in my head. That was going to sound so crisp.
It was a little ratty, but it's all right. It's fine.
Yeah.
Oh God.
It was
a little bit.
Jordan?
Did you finish the recording yet?
No. It's hard to sing. Okay.
It's not that hard to listen. I mean.
Yeah, you're welcome for that because it sounds good when I sing it. No, I put a dent. I put a dent in it. Ooh, that's a Chris D'Elia reference.
Oh, is it?
He's still a weirdo, isn't he? I don't know.
I think so. I see him sometimes post things, and I'm like, nah, I don't know.
Yeah, he went back to posting his podcast, get millions of views. I don't know, dude.
Dude, I know what we need to do to get famous. We need a scandal.
True.
We need to like.
I think I know exactly what it needs to be too.
Yep. What is it?
Can't say it, but I think you know exactly what I'm thinking.
I have a thought, and I'm not.
I can think of two right off the top of my head.
Robbie and I have been friends for too fucking long. There's too many dumb things we've gotten involved in our lives.
God. I want to say something so bad right now.
Nope. Nope. Do you
remember that time? No, okay, I won't do it. So I am back to my former heaviest I've ever been.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like $1 million. It's crazy. Like how fat I felt when I was this last time. And then now that I've lost 30 pounds to get back to the heaviest I've ever been, really shows you perspective, man.
Yeah.
Except now I think I seriously injured myself.
What did you do?
So I told you I had like a knot in my calf, right?
Yeah,
Maybe
because you
like
got a
2 weeks
pedicure from the
ago.
old Asian lady that was punching your calf.
Dude, I am gonna try to get her number next time I'm there because I'd like her to punch other things, you know what I'm saying? Weird. I'm lonely.
That's
the
just
end.
part
That's
of
the
it.
end of the podcast.
Nice,
So
nice.
I'm lonely. See you later. No, I tweak something in my calf. So I do this workout where I do a lot of jumping on the balls of my feet, a lot of like jumping motions and kicks and knees and punches and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I had a knot in my calf and it was like it hurt, but I could still work out certain ways. I went for a run last week. And so yesterday, my mom and I were babysitting my niece, and then obviously I had my son. And I have a son, by the way. He's 6.
You're okay, Steph. Don't be creepy as fuck. She just
creeping
opened
in?
the door and she was like,
Steph, come say hi to the people.
"Come say hi. Come on. People want to see you." Okay, nobody believes I'm married.
I'm starting to
come
doubt it
on.
myself.
Get your okay, whatever. You're interrupting comedy gold. Robbie's talking about hemorrhoids or something.
I wish, dude.
What? Yeah. Is this really needed to be? We're never gonna win a Razzie Award because of this podcast right now. This moment.
Steph was getting yelled at.
She's so fucking mean. I said we're never gonna win it. And she
Yeah,
said,
that's
it.
Yeah, I heard it. Thanks, Steph. Reno Steph strikes again.
Yeah, she's asking about the TV in here, whether it was the Samsung. I was like, yeah, what about it? Something
yeah, can you wait fucking 5 minutes, Steph?
Yeah, Steph, we got like 14 minutes to go. That's it. Not even. Not
even. Because I gotta go. I gotta go to work.
All right, dude.
Wait, I hurt myself, and you don't even care.
Your calf. Sorry, I was interrupted by this fucking gremlin that lives with me.
Don't pour water on her. Heyo. Reference to that movie from like 1993. So I went to run yesterday, and I got halfway around the block. I was starting to settle in because that first half mile, I'm like, think I'm definitely gonna die.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is the day that my asthma finally kicks in. You know, I don't have asthma, but maybe I will. And I felt something. I don't know. I don't want to call it a pop, but I felt something in my calf really started to hurt.
Mm-hmm.
So then I walked. I started walking. I was limping a little bit. It was sore. And in the whole time, because I've been listening to David Goggins recently, I'm like, this is your inner bitch. All right.
Yeah.
This is your inner bitch telling you that your calf hurts. You could fucking lose a foot and still finish a race, motherfucker. Okay. So then I was like, all right, I got this. So I start running again like an idiot. And because I was like coming around my neighborhood, I was going to turn on Short Street. You know what I'm talking about?
Sure.
It's called Short Street because it's short, I think. Real fucking original. And
the one that's like if you take a left out of your house and then another left.
And then that's super short.
That's the name of that street.
It's called Short Street.
Stupidest fucking name.
That's it. Literally.
It doesn't even need a street name, honestly.
It doesn't.
It's a driveway.
It's part of the street that I turned off of, right? Yeah. Like it's not. Anyway.
It's hilarious.
I was gonna turn down there to go back home. I was like, no. Yes, literally. It's not. It's not a street. Well, it is, and it's short. It's short.
It's Short Street. Okay.
And I ran right past it. Was fucking cooking, made it around, and then stepped on did something, and now it's like I had to walk all the way home. I was so mad. I'm fucking pissed about it.
You're in pain now?
I'm in pain, yeah.
Yeah.
Still, it hurts bad. I'm like trying to stretch it, but it's like it feels like there's like a racket ball in my calf. So either it's just a really bad knot, which you'd think that after 2 weeks or so, it kind of maybe had gone away. I've been stretching it.
This was 2 weeks ago?
Well, yesterday I heard it bad again. But yeah, this originally happened probably a week and a half, 2 weeks ago.
Gotcha.
And I've been trying to massage it. I started to feel okay, so that's why I thought I could run yesterday, and but it wasn't. So I might have snapped a tendon, bro. I'm not sure, but my life is over, and
well, it is what it is.
it is what it is, and that's the podcast. Great way to end it.
Awesome.
I started before the podcast just fucking being depressed and ending it being fucking depressed. Let's get it. Let's get it.
This has been fun. Episode 11, fucking in the books.
In the books. If anyone's still listening and wants to weigh in on this, should I mention what we talked about beforehand?
Yeah, we could talk about it.
Because I know the people who are still listening are the ones who will probably give us the best opinion on it.
Yeah.
We're considering breaking it up.
Yep.
Not
breaking.
Stop. We're breaking up.
Breaking up.
You're breaking up with me? No, we're considering maybe instead of one long podcast a week, hour and a half, splitting it up into like 30 to 40 minute podcasts and putting them out like Wednesdays and Saturdays, maybe.
Yeah.
Just trying to get some traction, trying to, figure it out. We kind of went into this not knowing really what we were doing or what the long-term plan was.
We still have no idea.
Yeah, we have no idea.
The first episode, it was like a magical moment, and now it's been 10 more, and we are just kind of like, what needs to change to be better for us and for listeners? So
for listeners, and you said it before, like when we're recording that hour and a half that we're recording, I'm like, this is the best, right? And then the rest of the week I'm like fucking stressed about it. I like don't know what else to do. So we're thinking about maybe busting it up into 2 different shorter podcasts.
I go into like a grocery store and I'm like, somebody better do something worth talking about on Saturday because I'm looking.
I got arrested the other day. Just punched a guy just so I could talk about it.
That's dedication right there.
And I didn't even talk about it, so fuck me, right? But anyway, let us know what you think. So shoot us a text or an email to fuckingidiotspod@gmail.com. Comment below.
Shit's in the description.
All the above.
Tell your friends. Do whatever.
Your friends love us.
We're going to we'll see you guys. Maybe we'll try that next week. Maybe we'll do maybe we'll have a surprise one this week. You never know. All right. And then that'll up our numbers pretty quickly.
Heyo.
So yeah, thank you guys for listening.
We appreciate you. We love you guys. And yeah, you fucking idiots. We'll see you next week.
Adios.
Peace.
Happy or sad, it's story time with 2